Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Belle and I do everything from lifestyle, beauty, fashion, vlogs, you name it. So today we are going to be talking about how to be successful or get good grades in school or just be more organized for the upcoming school year. So you found my channel either because you're subscribed or because you're seeking help, and that's a great first step. I have 4 steps that will help you to be successful in school. If you're watching this video, you're most likely going into college, so I catered this video more towards the college audience. So our first step, and most college students use laptops, so the perfect first step is downloading Simple Ant Notes. Simple Ant Notes, and this is not sponsored. I just personally loved using this app on my Mac during college. It's basically sticky notes, and I know that Apple has a sticky note app, but I just prefer this one, to be honest. I used 2 sticky notes, and you can change the colors, you can change the font, you can change the color of the font, you can just customize it any way that you want, which makes it super nice. So I used 2 sticky notes. On one side was an inspirational quote, and then I also put the days of the week. And underneath that, I would plan out each of my days. So I would say, class this time, eat lunch with so-and-so this time, study for this many hours, and so on. And so I would just plan out my whole week in advance, and things change, so just kind of be flexible. Don't make like solid plans, but for the most part stick to it. And on the second one was a list of my classes, and so I would bold all my classes and then just put the assignments that were due for the week underneath each subject. And you want to make sure that you're putting in projects that you know about already, and just put the due date just so it stays in the back of your mind. If you don't have a Mac or anything, don't worry. You can still do this in a planner or a notebook. Just customize it how you want it. You can easily do it without technology like that. Number 2. So at least for my school, we had a Google Drive, and I think that's pretty much common for a lot of colleges or universities. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you organize your Google Drive. My college experience changed so much once I started organizing my Google Drive. And what I mean by that is just making folders for each semester. So I did freshman 1, freshman 2, and then so on, sophomore 1, sophomore 2. You get the gist. So after doing that, I would put a folder of each of my classes within the semester folder. So I would have like English, biology, psychology, so and so. It just keeps everything organized. That way, if you ever need to go back and refer to previous semester's notes, it's easily in some place where you can find it. And so after making folders for both semesters and subjects, go into the individual subjects and make 2 more folders. One will be for notes, if you like to take notes on a laptop, or if you like to retype your notes out after writing them down. Then make a second folder for assignments. This is really helpful. That way, if you upload it to Canvas, at least that's what my university used. I'm not sure if Blackboard, I think it's called Blackboard. I'm not sure if Blackboard allows direct uploads from Google Drive, but yeah, just made my whole life so much easier. And when you're doing this, make sure you name your assignments in chronological order. So for me, I personally like to do week 1, week 2, week 3. So I would do week 1 notes, week 1 homework, week 2 notes, week 2 homework, and so on. And that just makes it so much more organized, and you will thank yourself later. Don't fret if you don't have a Mac, or personally don't like to use a Mac. So what you can do is you can do the exact same thing pretty much for notebooks. So one thing I would suggest is getting a 2-subject notebook for each semester, and what the one subject will be for is for notes that you take in class if you like to handwrite your notes, and then the second subject will be for homework if they're not handouts. But if most of your homework is handouts or needs to be typed, you can just use a 1-subject notebook and then 1 folder for each subject, just to keep everything in its own spot. That way you don't get so confused. Step number 3 is to plan ahead and be productive, but don't overwork yourself. Don't do it. So what I mean by this is to just, when you find out about an assignment, write it down. And if you can, start working on it that day, just little by little. You don't have to do half of it, the whole thing, just little bits and pieces every day until it's due is what really helped me, and helped me get good night's sleep pretty much every night during college, except for when I would go out. Then I was very tired the next day. This also applies to tests and quizzes. So once you find out about the test or quiz, maybe it's a month in advance, that's fine. You don't need to start studying a month in advance. But once your test or quiz is approaching, I say maybe a week or a week and a half, depending on your preference. Personally, I liked to study a week before, just a little bit every day, going maybe over a chapter a day. And then the last final days were kind of just comprehensive review. And this is really beneficial for you if you're taking classes where it's not pure memorization and you need to memorize and you need to really understand and know the content to answer questions on the tests or quizzes. That is a lifesaver. Study ahead. And so just remember to give yourself a break too. Don't overwork yourself. If you are not feeling studying for that day, if you're studying a little bit each and every day, take a break. Your mental health is important, and just your well-being. So just making sure that you're not overstressed can help you perform even better. So don't overwork yourself, and it's okay to not be productive once in a while. Number 4, don't beat yourself up too much if you're not getting the results that you want immediately. School is hard, it's stressful, especially if you have a job while you're going to school. So just remember that as long as you're trying your best, then there's a reason to be proud of yourself and to keep going. My last tip, which still falls under this category, is to make sure to take care of yourself. Every Sunday when I could, I would make sure to give myself like a spa day. I would tweeze my brows, I would just pamper myself, whether that was completely like washing my hair, because don't get me mistaken, I wash my hair more than once a week, but this time I would like blow dry it, the whole shebang, and then just do a face mask, maybe just have some wine with my roommates and just kind of unwind and unpack the week and get myself refreshed to take on the next week, the upcoming week. So those are my tips that I have. I know that they weren't that many, but it's just somewhere to begin because school is stressful. Don't get me wrong, I was stressed a lot, but it's really important to just take care of yourself and to get organized and to tackle school in an organized and ready way. So I believe in you guys. You guys should believe in yourselves, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.